here, or Tiger Tank 12, however you want to call me. And today I'm bringing you another World of Tanks video. Today just being a replay, um, instead of a live preview footage of some certain tanks that are in the test server right now. But today we're actually taking a look at the T32 and its power, and this nice gameplay I picked up just very recently. Now, pretty much this is the last gameplay or last video for July. I will not be at home for the next 4 weeks, and probably after that, since it's summer break, I will be heading away from home. So that means I cannot upload any more stuff until I don't know, middle of August. So we will see each other back then. Pretty much until that, I will be gone, and you will have no content on my channel. But I don't think that's too bad, since you guys probably have a lot of other channels you watch more frequently than this one. Since I haven't really uploaded that much in the last couple of weeks, except for the last 5-6 days where I've really been active. And I try to have some certain amount of stuff, you know, always on my channel. So, pretty much, we're playing on Tundra, and the T32 is, in my opinion, one of the best tier 8 heavy tanks in the game. And the reason being the amazing turret armor, the 105mm gun, which is very reliant and very reliable pretty much in these tier 8, tier 7 scenarios, and also the hull armor, which is really decent and very well angled with about 127mm up front. Now, did I say this gun was reliant or reliable? No, this gun is actually quite good. If you have a good crew on this tank, you can do so much damage, and you will see just exactly that on this replay. Now, I used to upload a lot of great replays on my channel with, you know, more than 8 kills or like more than 7,000 damage and all that kind of stuff. It's not that I don't get these scores anymore. Well, I don't get these scores anymore that often. That is definitely true. That has to do with the main majority of players in World of Tanks getting a lot better, which is actually a nice thing. Well, you know, they're getting better where it isn't possible to dominate them as much as it was at the early stages of the game. That's actually a good thing, right? So, but this game here was one of those few games where you really had to, you know, be careful what you do, and pretty much, yeah, have to be very conservative with your HP pool, with the health pool. Pretty much, this entire game, I was trying to play as defensively as possible while also balancing out the offensive actions. As you can see right now, my team was not faring too well. At the beginning it looked pretty good, but that changed rather fast, and this is just where you want to be in a T32. You can see the beauty of this tank and the beauty of the armor, where I did not bounce that shot unfortunately, but I just bounced the IS-3 up front and some other tanks. He actually penned me once, the IS-3, and other than that, I didn't take any damage at all. So we take out the 1815, and our team is unfortunately dying all around us. Our IS-3 was a little bit too aggressive. The T26 E4, I don't know what he was doing. I think he wasn't careful enough on the other flank, and pretty much we ended up losing quite a lot of tanks. So you can see that shot there, that was unreal. That was very close, and I noticed that at this point of the match that, well, if you want to win this, you have to get back to base and pretty much protect the rest of your flank that still kind of stands with one tank or two tanks. And that's exactly what I decided to do now. A lot of these games, these great games, are pretty much just come together with different factors, you know, you playing well and having a clear head, um, which is very important in such decisions, you know, to know whether to go back to base or just to keep on pushing and maybe push the enemy out of their base and cap. This is very important, and you will. Well, it takes a lot of time to get this tactical feeling. At least for me, it did take quite a long time. But now it's quite easy to take these decisions or make these decisions. And the only problem that you have is that your team sometimes can really be against you. As always, I have pointed this out quite a few times, that chat can be quite annoying and very, 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 very distracting. This is no, pretty much difference here, as you will see in any second soon now. As you can see, I'm trying to light the T28 prototype, and at this stage, I wasn't even paying attention at the chat. But you know, when things pop up there really, really fast, your eyes will just wander there, and you will see all the green text popping up, and people just being really, really, really annoying while they're not playing at all. And yeah, well, that happens. And there's an option where you can disable chat, but well, I think that chat is something very, very, very important to this game, and it should not be deactivated, definitely, because chat is the only option to communicate with your random teammates that you have on your team, but it's quite annoying. So just use the block option or the ignore option. I unfortunately didn't have the time, and a lot of people don't have the time when they're playing like this. They're trying to clutch it, you know, and I can totally understand that it's very irritating. So we have pretty much just destroyed a couple of tanks there and have turned this into a 3-on-2. Artillery on our side, and unfortunately I bounced that SU-122-44. Now, unfortunately this shot right here didn't go through his turret. Really ain't very long. I actually even penned him, but it wasn't a damaging shot. And you know, these people can be so irritating from time to time that you will just explode at the chat, as you will see any second now. Unfortunately, I don't hit the tiger. I probably just hit the other tank, and this is where I just exploded. Yeah, that just happens, you know, from time to time when people don't stop and just keep on pushing. And I did apologize in the end to him in the chat, like after the game. I wrote to him, I'm sorry about that, but you know, it's very irritating when somebody's playing and he cannot concentrate because somebody is just the entire time annoying him with texts and all that stuff. That SU-122 unfortunately didn't really learn anything because he just kept on writing afterwards, I think. Not entirely sure. So we are in a 2-on-2 situation right now. I'm trying to get some lights for my artillery player, and I've noticed that well, I haven't spotted the Tiger 2 for a long time, so he probably will be moving up. And I spot the SU-122-44, put a nice shot into him, a low roll with 295. Well, actually, let's see. Standard damage is 320, yeah, it's a low roll. And pretty much now I noticed that he's coming around from the side, so I'm looking where the tiger is, and fortunately for me I spot both of them. And as you can see in the chat, this SC-122 is just going on and on and on and on and on and on. And it's just so irritating. But you know, it's part of the game, complication, and I kind of have to ignore it. If you meet somebody like this, you just have to ignore them. So as you can see right here, I'm looking on what to do next, and I noticed that the SC-122 is actually backing off. So I see him, he's flanking me, of course. So I have to engage the Tiger II, or I risk getting flanked by one of the sides. So unfortunately, I bounced the Tiger II. So I decide, well, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go in and I will take out the Tiger II. I didn't have any other option. Take him out. I have to turn my tank. I sense that the SC-122 is not gonna wait any longer. I know that he will probably push around and over the mountain now, over this little hill. And he doesn't have any patience, which is actually quite nice for me. And I load a gold round. I've loaded quite a lot of gold in this round at least. And I just want to ensure the victory. And I try to wiggle a little bit, and luckily for me, I take him out. So pretty much 10 kills, 4,000 damage, 18 hits, 18 penetrating hits. And 2 stars. Actually, I'm on my 3rd star with this tank now, and that is really, really nice because I really enjoy playing the T32. So yeah, this was just a little gameplay, you know, a gameplay of, well, I'm not gonna call it skills or anything because it was rather easy taking out the enemies in this game. But just, let's call it the use of advanced tactics. And you know, I used to upload such gameplays quite a lot. Now I'm not really uploading such gameplays anymore because I'm focusing on a lot of other stuff now in World of Tanks. But I think it's nice to upload such nice gameplays from time to time, and I will definitely be doing this in the future, but of course with different topics involved. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. If you did, well, I'm sorry, I will not be uploading anything for the next 4 or 5 weeks. Until then, I'll see you guys again. And if you have any particular wish, just write it in the comments. I will look at it in the next 4 or 5 weeks. I will respond, and we can see what we can do there. Maybe I can do some more stuff. And yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have some nice vacations, nice holidays, however you want to call it. And I'm out.